Anime is a beautiful thing. I'm sure we all know this. Actually, backtrack a little bit. Any form of media is really beautiful. Whether it's a movie, TV show, song, art, etc., etc. These forms of media work miracles in either inspiring us, informing us, and most obviously, entertaining us. But there is so much more that it can do, and personally it has done a lot for me. But that's for a different video. Today I just want to focus on the anime movie form of media and how it is informative and overall just shows the audience the life of someone who is a wheelchair user. This movie obviously being Josee, the tiger and the fish. And personally, it is a masterpiece. No, really, it really is. The Mal synopsis barely touches the surface, but here, pause and read it as I feel like my summary would have spoilers. You're done? Perfect. Speaking of spoilers, I will avoid them until the end where I will speak of the ending and my thoughts, and if you want to skip to that, the timestamp's right here. Until then, let me tell you this masterpiece and tell you why this beautiful movie suffered a tragedy. Let me take you back to the year of 2020. I know it sucked, but this is just for some background. The announcement for Josee first came out near the end of 2019, and the release date for the movie was stated to be in 2020 and later on confirmed to be that summer. However, we all know what happened, and a good deal of anime suffered, and so the movie was postponed until December 25th, 2020. Mind you, this was the Japanese release, and at the moment the hype was not there. Personally, I did not hear about this film until I came across a TikTok of it on January 9th, 2021. And also, mind you, the Western release was not even confirmed yet. The Western release happened on July 12th, 2021 to, I believe, July 15th, 2021. And this was announced just 1 month before when Funimation got the rights to release it in the West. If you can recall, the pandemic in the West settled down for just a bit mid-June, but come to the release of the movie, there was already an upward trend and eventual spike of more cases. In the Japanese side of things, the movie was released during an upward trend of cases and to an eventual mini spike of cases. To summarize, Josee the Tiger and the Fish chose the worst time to be released as it was still in the midst of the pandemic and businesses were in the process of slowly reopening. But hey, on the bright side, the Oceania release was during a good time. Not sure how much that helped the film, but regardless, this film was set up for failure, at least for its release. From the start, this anime seemed really promising, even if it is true that the voice acting is lacking for the main characters. I mean, this is Josee's voice actor, Kiyohara Kaya, second role. Mind you, her first one was 5 years ago. And Tsuneo's voice actor, Nakagawa Taishi, first role. As you can tell, our main characters are not that experienced. However, surprisingly enough, the supporting cast has some goated voice actors. Starting with Worst Girl, Mai. Her voice actor was voiced by people like Haru from Sing Yesterday for Me, Rika from SSSS Gridman, and more recently Maki from Blue Period. Next supporting character, Hayato, has a goated voice actor, that being Okitsu Kazuyuki, who has voiced the likes of fucking Jonathan Joestar, among others like Hatori from Fruits Basket. Lastly, we have Kana, who is voiced by Lin, and some of her famous roles are Hibana from Fire Force, Mafuyu from We Never Learn Bokuben, and finally, fucking Sakura from I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. Tell me why and how the fuck your supporting cast is so goated and the main characters are You know what? Never mind. Legends have to start somewhere, and holy shit did they start on such a high note. I mean, we have someone as talented as Tamura Kotaro as our director, popular for doing the Noragami series and Wolf Children. Speaking of the staff, a literal GOAT is a sound director, that being Wakabayashi Kazuhiro, who has done countless anime with amazing sound scores that I can't list them all, but just know he did stuff like Soul Eater, Mob Psycho 100, and Barakamon. Also, we have Miyanishi Tetsuya. They have some bangers under their belt. But wait, did I mention we got fucking Eve to feature? Yes, the legendary and absolutely goated Eve. Yes, the ones that did the Jujutsu Kaisen opening and only produce bangers. Yes, That same Eve did 2 songs for the movie. To top it all off, like just a little cherry on the top, we got Studio Bones. No introduction needed. They did the animation and that wraps it all up. As you can tell, this movie had only the best working on it, kinda, yet when we look at the stats, it does not stack up. Sure, the rating is high, it deserves it actually, it deserves even a higher rating in my opinion, but whatever. On my anime list, it is ranked the top 102nd anime in the world, with only 200k-ish members, but if you notice, less than half of those have actually completed the movie. For a movie that has the potential to be the next Silent Voice, this is very disappointing, to me at least, as I really do believe this movie had the drive and power to be regarded as one of the best, and quite frankly, it is. But whatever, maybe you believe male stats mean nothing, fair enough. Give it a watch though, it really deserves that chance it was robbed of due to this shitty virus that even I got infected with at the beginning of this year. I was fortunate enough to survive and eventually got to go watch Josee with some friends, as I saw the potential and convinced them to come along. Also, I kind of miss going out too, and also miss the feeling of being in a theater full of weebs, otakus, anime fans who all share the same passion that you do. I'm just going off on a tangent. Regardless, go watch Josee. It is wholesome, beautiful, and overall just a great watch, especially if you love romance. Give it a try, tell me what you think, and I'm done. On to the spoiler part of the video. If you think out of context spoilers will convince you to watch it, then by all means continue to watch. If not, just skip to this timestamp for my final remarks. Spoilers section beginning in 3, 2, 1. Alright, if it is not obvious by now, I really love this show. I was honestly expecting a heart-crushing ending that would make me cry, but no, there was no sad ending, just tears of joy. Any anime that makes me cry is automatically one of my favorites, since bringing that emotion out of me is something special to me. How many times did I cry, you may ask? Well, 2 times. One time was when my boy Tsuneo could finally walk on his own once more, and the last time was when the end credits are playing, I'll Know Waltz is playing, and Josee and Tsuneo meet again. I feel like I would have cried during the kissing scene, but fun fact, when I went to go watch it in theaters, my friends and I missed the first 15-ish minutes, so I couldn't connect that parallel from the 2 scenes of them crashing into each other. Granted, I now cry every time I fully listen to I'll Know Waltz cause Eve just made that good of a song, and the emotions and feelings tied with that song just rush back into my head, and the memories of the movies just make me tear up. Alright, enough crying. The animation was superb as expected. The ocean scene was so heartwarming and so beautifully done. The way you can capture such a warm scene and then parallel it with a cold scene with a snowy environment just goes to show how good of an animation Studio Bones really is. The mood was right, the animation flowed smoothly, everything was perfect. The sound score was top notch, as expected. The characters, except Worst Girl, were amazing, and you know what, wait, fuck it. Even Worst Girl was cool. All the characters were top notch. And finally, the story was just phenomenal. I had a very narrow and surface level knowledge of how the life of someone like Josee was, and seeing her struggles, her hopes and dreams just made me have a newfound respect for her. But this anime is not just good for that. It would not be a masterpiece if it just focused on a shy girl in a wheelchair and how life is prejudiced against her like a tiger is attacking her. Oh no, ladies and gentlemen, this is also the story of Suzukawa Tsuneo, a mad lad with dreams of studying abroad in Mexico. First of all, yay Mexico, but second of all, he is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer fucking will. To have your dreams of swimming in the beautiful oceans of Mexico crushed due to a car crash would put anyone out of commission, but no, not this man. He is on that hasta marada mentality, of course with the help of Josee. The servant-owner relationship is so ironic as this relationship dissolves by the end, as they both helped each other so much, and the last line of the movie is just that ironic now. As stated earlier, this is a story about many people, especially how our main 2 characters evolve and help each other be better. If you find that cliche, fair, but cliche can be good, and this is good. Look, I can't go on and on about how Josee is that amazing. If you've seen it, I hope you liked it. If you haven't, once more I am begging you to do so. It had the potential to be as big as some other anime films, but life happened. It was robbed. With such potential, it sucks that it isn't as popular as I think it could have been. As one of the first anime movies since the closure of the world, it had that hype behind it. So was this video a non-sponsored rant promoting the movie? Yes. Yes it was. Do I still think it's peak fiction? Yes. Yes I do. But that pretty much does it. That was the beautiful tragedy that was Josee, the tiger, and the fish. Subscribe if you like anime content, like the video if you did, comment your thoughts on the film, better be including the words "it is peak fiction." And yeah, see ya.